Get back here with my beryllium baloney. Oh, I mean, this is the part 2 for the purple potato, and yeah, let's get on with that. Ignore that. We're starting now, right here. NinjaBill reviews, purple potato, part 2. Yeah. And grab a tool. So basically what it is, you have to separate these, and you're going to see this section right here with these slats in it. You see those slots in it, and they're only in specific areas. Well, those slots are where there are tabs, and as you can see, I still, as much as I tried and believe me, I fought, I could still not get this to completely collapse together. I tried. At the top I got, but the rest of it, not so much, because man, oh man, it is a precision thing to transform. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get this opened, and this section comes open too, if I can get it. It is a bear. I'm telling you, it is a bear to transform. There we go. Got that section, and you got to come in here. And I don't have any fingernails. That would probably make things easier, but I don't have any. So again, getting this all separated. There we go. There we go. That'll make things getting in here a little easier, as I said, with those slats on tab. There's one section there. And you don't really have to worry about breaking these things. It is a bit of a softer plastic. It's like Hasbro plastic. At least these sections are. But they're also on a ball joint up in here. So if they accidentally pop out, or it pops off during your transformation, no big worries. Just pop it right back in there. I mean, it's literally just a ball joint. So no big worries. Going to want to collapse that and just leave it like that for a bit. Do the same thing over here. Collapse that, leave it like that for a bit. Go ahead and leave those out. These sections right here, which will become the knees. You'll see a tab. You'll see a slot. Go ahead and flip that out. Flip that until it tabs in. Do the same thing on the other side. As you can see, it's already splitting apart there. Tab that in. Boom. Then what you're going to want to do is split this up here. This tower right there. And make sure everything is good. And again, you want to make sure to keep these things out of the way, because believe me, they will get in the way. And I forgot to untab this section. I just wiggle it out, so that's out of your way. Get that out of your way, and now you can swing this section out. There is tabs up in here that you want to also untab, just like so. And that will free the legs up, just like so. And then you can swing these out, and it all is on a very stern, hardy ratchet. Swing these out, and now you can start the legs, and man, oh man, this is gonna be a bear. So anyway, go ahead and swing that out as much as possible. Swing this panel out. Now what you're gonna want to do here is swing these. Now when you're transforming this thing, I'm gonna pause right here and we'll talk about this. Okay, so when you're transforming it, you want to make sure that that foot is completely hidden in there, but it's not that simple. When you're transforming it and starting to position in here, this will move around. It will move around. Now this does have a bit, you have several points of articulation here which help the foot transformation, but it's hard. It's really stiff. Especially when you get it out of the box, it's really stiff. But basically, you want it in that orientation and keep working with it until you get it. So anyway, you want to pull that foot out, right? And then swing it around on this joint in here, which is easier said than done sometimes. Swing it on this joint, swing it up. Swing that around on a joint in there. This is die cast. Swing that around and fold it up. That becomes the heel, just like so. Get that out of your way. Then you want to take this right here, and it will swing in on a joint in there, around and inside. And you just want to set that in there out of the way. Like I said, a bear, swing the foot down. It is a total bear. This is the nightmare. Ugh. And this joint right here, the ankle rocker, you got 2 points of articulation for the ankle rocker, a joint here and a joint right there. So, bit of a bear. You just have to work it. There you go. See, it's really tight. And then this, you'll fold that section in again, and this will fold inside. Boom. Oh, wait, I forgot a step. There's a section in here you have to fold up. If I can get my hand on it, fold that up. Boom, just like that. Swing this inward. Then what you're going to want to do is fold this in. Make sure this stuff is out of the way. Again, it's all a bit of a bear. This will all fold in. Fold in. This section here, you want to flip down. You'll see a slot right there, which go in a tab right there. You have to work it all. Just work it all around and line it up to tab it in. There you go. That solidifies everything. And then just this has a tab and a slot there. Not sure if you can see that. Tab, slot, slots that in. Slot in. Like I said, it's a bear, especially when you first get it out of the box. Everything is stiff and you'll have to work it. But there you go. That's the way you want to look at it. I'll be right back with the other leg already done. So, well, I'm telling you what, I tried and tried and tried, and every time I swing it down, it would not lock into position without that popping off. Let's see if the other side does the same thing. So, swing this panel down, and it's supposed to swing down and lock into place like that. But the other one refuses to do so, and I think what it is flashing on the plastic. There's this little joint there. I can get it in. You see that right there? Look at that. There's this little joint right here that swings this panel down. And I think there's some flashing on it that is preventing it from locking into position. But that is the way you want it, just like that. That fills in part of the torso, which we'll see in a minute. So we will go ahead and zoom back out. And yeah, it doesn't like it. It doesn't like it anyway. So you'll see these panels in here. Go ahead and fold that in. Do the same on the other side if it has not already done so for you. And go ahead and leave those out of the way for now. Everything is a for now situation. So now what you're going to want to do is go ahead and fold on a joint in here. You're going to want to fold it back. Fold it back and down. This is where it gets a little problematic for me because the joint is so tight. And if these are up, go ahead and fold those down. You got them on both sides. So once you get that, then spin it around like so. And now we're starting to get places. All right, or no, don't spin it around. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Oh boy. Now mind you, I've only transformed this thing once, and I transformed it from robot mode, from robot mode to vehicle mode, and I left it there because getting it into that alt mode is a bear. I mean, it is an absolute bear. Anyway, so now what you're going to want to do is, once again, make sure all this stuff is out of your way. We'll get to it later. Just go ahead and make sure it's all out of your way for now. Get that all out of there. So this will come down, and what you're going to see is a cutout section in there. You're going to want to rock that forward and lock that into position. Rock that forward and lock that into position. This will swing down, and all this will make the part of the, if everything gets up out of your way, part of the, am I swinging it the right way? Maybe I'm not. Again, it's been a bit, so hold on. I was right. What you want to do is you want to go ahead and swing these this way, and you got to get all of this out of your way. Get it all out of your way. Swing these down, and they will fill in what will become the front of the robot. Swing these down, and they will lock into position. If I can get it right, there is a channel in there which they sit in, and it can be a bit of a nuisance to get in there. Again, when the figure is fresh out of packaging, all the joints are really stiff, so you might have to work on it. But we'll get those into position. Should swing right in. There we go. Swing right in. And boy, oh boy. See, you guys are sadists. You like watching me struggle. Okay, I'm back. So, on the back of the arms here, there is this little tab, fold down tab. So you're going to want to fold the arm out. As you do so, turn it up and make sure that tab is sitting in a straight up position. Make sure it's the same way on either side. Just like that. Then you can fold these up out of your way, I hope. On mine, it's a little annoying, but you can get it done. There we go. That will fold down and cover down over those joints. And like I said, getting it around, there we go, to move around so you can then tab this in to those slots, just like so. And you'll hear a nice click when you do so. Again, move that arm around however you need to do it to get the clearance you need for everything to tab together. Then go ahead and fold your arms around like this. Fold them straight like this on that joint. Close that tab up. It covers everything down. Do the same on this side. Go ahead and close it down. Don't worry about all that for right now. That's perfectly okay. Then what you're going to want to do is seat this onto there, and you have some tabs on the inside and that joint right there, and some tabs up front, which will go into, or actually pegs, which will go into some ports, and a tab, which will go into a slot. Go ahead and rock that back and lock it down. And it will lock down with a bit of encouragement. Again, mine is really tight. Bit of encouragement. I said. There we go. There we go. That's it. No, that's not sitting in there at all. I'll be right back. Again, man, my joints on here is really tight, so I got to work it. All right, I have tried and tried and tried. See, what it is those I was showing you inside here. That tab should be locked down into that position. There's some slots and tabs that this all goes into, but because of this one panel, I think, because it didn't line up like this side does, and I finally got kind of forced it in there, but the force required to match this all up, I don't think is necessary, and it actually kind of scares me because I've got everything lined up as it should be, that I can see here, but I don't know, man. That is a lot of force and it's just not going in there. I mean, it's not going in there, but it should. This should be covered down, and these tabs should be up in there, but man, oh man, it is not going in there. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know, but I think so. Again, the instructions aren't great, but it's rather obvious how it should be positioned. You see that right there? See those sections right there? They go up into there, and this tab will cover this section down, and it rocks back on that joint alone, so I don't know. And you got these slots for these tabs, but I'm here to tell you, man, this is not lining up. I'll move it back down into position so everybody can see it on camera. I've got that back as far as it'll go, and it won't tab in. So maybe it's a problem with mine. I don't know, but it is not. Well, they're almost. Almost. It doesn't quite do it. Make sure everything is lined up. Ugh, that is an ungodly amount of force. Okay, so we're just gonna leave it like that because I'm actually afraid of breaking it. And you know, this costed me a lot of money. Well, my brother a lot of money. So anyway, where were we? Okay, so with these, you'll see these hook tabs on the back, and you will see these will swing up on various joints into those slots on the back. So you want to make sure this section is folded in, and you will line all that up, and that will just lock down. Want to make sure to do it on both sides. Actually, go ahead and tab these together like so, like so. There we go. Tab everything together solidly, boom, like that. And again, those hook tabs, it will lock this torso down. So even if you don't get that down, this will definitely lock it into position. And there you go with that. Go ahead and get these arms out of the way for now. Swing those down, and it will swing in on another joint in here to, you know, solidify that shoulder, just like so. Swing those arms forward like that to get them out of your way. Just like that. Now, with these arms, what you're going to want to do is swing these down on that joint there. And then on this joint, swing these up while swinging this back. So I guess these need to be that way. And tab slot. And that will just slot right in if you got everything lined up correctly. And I don't. There we go. That just tabs right in. That's why, again, I say you take out those spines, because otherwise you run the risk of damaging them. Do the same thing on this side. Oop, I didn't have it locked down correctly. Boom. Like I said, I think it's because this doesn't quite want to tab in correctly. There we go. That's pretty solid. And bring this down, bring this up, tab it into position, fold this down and out of your way. And I recommend putting those out, tab that in, and then keep that folded in either direction. It's up to you. Then what you're going to want to do is, finally, is the arms. And man, oh man, this is the longest transformation sequence I've ever done on camera. I'm telling you, ever done on camera. With the arms, there is a little panel right here that you're first going to want to open up. And if get my hand in it, you're going to want to open that up. Just a tiny little panel. You see right there, tiny little panel that you open it up. See, this panel right here. You want to make sure that that's opened up. Then go ahead and move that up out of your way. Untab all this. Boom, like that. Move this out of the way. Fold that little panel in on itself. Inside, so it's sitting like that inside the arm. Yeah. Now, what you normally would do here is his hand would still be attached. However, because I used one of the Canon arms, specifically this one with this on it, fold this section out so it sits just like that. Fold this section in, and it will tab in there. Then close this section. There is a small slot and a tab up in there. That will lock all this in, just like so. Go ahead and take your Canon. Now again, this fist, if you want a secondary fist, it can fit right on there via that port and that peg. But he should have a Canon. And you're going to want to orientate it so the spring is facing outward. So just like this, pop it onto there, just like so. This will connect. And once again, be careful because this is just clear plastic. Push that up in there like so. You'll probably undo this, and that's okay. Tab that back in. There you go. And that's one arm all done. Fold this all up. Swing this. Orientate it the way you want. There we go. Now do the same thing on the other side. I'll be right back with the completed robot mode.